Hello, everyone. So happy to see you here. So it's been a minute, and I am just feeling really inspired to reach out to the women out there who want to have just the most deep, loving, passionate, amazing marriage. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and sometimes it can feel like maybe your desires are not that important. Like maybe you got it pretty good, anyways, and you should just get over those little fantasies you have. But I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that's true at all. What I believe is that your heart matters, your desires matter. Okay. Now, does that mean you're entitled to demand everything you've ever wanted? No, absolutely not. First of all, that wouldn't be how you get it either. So, if you want amazing connection, if you want depth of love and knowing each other and feeling seen and feeling connected with your husband, there's a way to create that. And that's what I'm going to be focusing on in my live video series this month in my private Facebook group for women who want to create amazing marriages. So this is just going to be a little intro teaser for those of you who are like, yes, that sounds like something I could get on board with. That sounds like something I need. I'm going to be really speaking to the conscious woman, the woman who's like, you know what? I've learned a few things and yet I feel stuck in my marriage. Or I really desire this conscious marriage where we can talk about everything and where we're reading the books and we're listening to podcasts, and maybe your husband's not really on board for that. And he's like, you know what? No, I've got other things I'm interested in. Um, what I'm going to focus on so much is coming back to what you feel, right? Coming back to your heart, coming back to your body, instead of getting so caught up in your head and trying to figure everything out. I mean, your to-do list is big enough. The problems you're solving in your life with your kids, in your work, in your house, that's big enough. We don't want to interact with our husbands or with our marriage as though they're our problem to be fixed or an issue to be solved, even though I know emotionally it can feel like that sometimes. Um, and I'm just really excited as I bring new wisdom that has come out of the shifts I have made. And as I have learned to lean back, slow down, trust more, what is inspiring for me is that this is an ongoing journey, right? Because love is not a static thing. It's not like, oh, I got my ring, I had my wedding, now I have love in a box. It's like, no, we know that's not how it works, right? People who think of it that way end up divorced because this is an organism that requires tending, that goes through seasons, that you just need to honor as something other from yourself, as not something to control, as not something to manipulate, but to really respect and appreciate and nurture the growth of this beautiful, miraculous thing called marriage, where we seek for a lifelong love and where we have the potential to heal ourselves and each other, where we have the potential to continually grow over the years and to really be able to look back 10, 20, 30 years later and say, wow, like I feel more connected to you than ever. Wow, this is such an amazing marriage. I want to share a quick story for some friends of ours who are in their 70s and 80s, and they talked about how they have had such a good marriage that they would tell each other that if one of them died young, they would want the other one to get married. And they said that because they wouldn't want them to miss out on how good it was, which I just thought, wow, you know, the love and the attitude of I just want you to flourish and be happy no matter what is so exciting to me. It's something that just keeps me learning and growing, and I want to share all that with you. So if you're a friend of mine, or if you are someone from the internet who's come to get to know me, please join my Facebook group. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. If you're a man and you're like, well, what about me? Sorry, guys, this is really an exclusive container for women. Part of what I've learned is that when we're trying not to fight and kill each other, the advice is pretty generic, right? Like it's like learning how to not attack, learning how to not yell and scream at each other, learning basic self-regulation. In that realm, the relationship advice is gender neutral and it works to that point. But when you're going for passion, romance, the elusive, love story quality, that's when the advice becomes very gendered, and where the things that women need to tap into and need to embody in order to experience that surrender and that ease with their love, where it doesn't feel like a burden, it doesn't feel like they're working for something, is polar opposite to what men are generally taught and encouraged to do. So if you're a man and you're looking for this kind of advice, I know a wonderful coach I can refer you to. And if you're a woman and you have friends, please share it with them, because doing this together is a big piece of the process, right? We're not meant to go it alone. And just for those of you who are looking for help right now, I do have room for one-on-one clients, and I also have a program you can do called Happily Married Woman, which is a way to dive straight into all the information I have available that can transform your love life. That will transform your love life if you do it. So I'm so happy to have you here and to be able to share with you all the growth and the learning I have in this arena, and to hear about how you're implementing that and how it's changing your lives. So don't be shy to reach out, and please join my Facebook group. Have a great day, you guys.